Okay, so we're starting round 5 of the mocks. I did misplay my way away from round 4, but let's see how this goes. Even if I don't have an island in this hand, the Fiery Fall pretty much gets me that. So it's definitely a hand worth keeping. I'm not going to mulligan it. Now, there's not a lot of early interaction. My deck is full with it, so if I really need to, I can always cycle the Manamorphose. Let's just see how this game goes. I don't think I've yet dealt 5 damage to something with this. I mean, I have so much burn in the deck that I haven't needed to, but... yeah. That Rift Bolt already tells me I don't want to use a Manamorphose if I possibly can avoid it, but... Ivory Giant's interesting. He's probably got a base white deck as a result, but... Play Plains and pass. It's a shame I didn't get an Error in Ephemeron, but you know. I may also keep the Manamorphose in case I draw an Una. Get the plane, island. He probably has a Pestermite here. Yeah, as guessed. Interesting card there. I probably will land cycle it. I'm trying to figure out if I can possibly draw some like a burn spell here, but I think here I'm actually going to suspend the Rift Bolt, just because I'm going to have a target, and if I draw into empty with Manamorphose, that's extremely good. So yeah. I mean, I'm just suspending this in relation to what I could be drawing. Hopefully he doesn't have something like a Latchkey Fairy, but... I mean, if he does, right? Yeah, sends enlistment. Oh well. Let's kill that Pestermite now. Take Possession's interesting. Well, it definitely makes me want to cycle the... So here... I'm gonna Manamorphose. Just to draw a card. Like, in case I draw an active card here. Okay, so I drew Traumatic Visions. Sorry, an island. Which makes cycling this a lot worse, because now I have all the lands I would need. So I'm just going to pass and not look for a land. I think at this point I prefer having the spell in hand. Maybe it was wrong to burn a Manamorphose here, but... Bone Splinter. Well, that's pretty good. Obviously that's an issue just because it puts so much pressure on 2 cards. If I had a burn spell, I probably would have used it here. Like a shock type thing. Even if it's not technically the best. I might have, I said. I'm not sure I should or would. Drew a Lightning Helix is pretty good here. Draw into 2 mountains. It's a bit weak. Now the tough question is, do I trade for a token if he does attack with a token equipped with Bone Splitter? It's not great, but I think I do, just so less pressure is put on me, because otherwise I take free, go to 11, and then have to take all this damage next turn. Doesn't seem really profitable for me in the long run. Let's see what he does first. Careful consideration is pretty good. I can also Traumatic Visions the Ivory Giant, now that I think about it, which actually isn't the worst idea in the world. It's not something I want to take possession, but it's not something I want to see come into play, so. Let's see. Not normally a trade I would make, but. Wow. It's a lot of mountains. Yeah, I think countering the Ivory Giants is probably correct here. It might be like playing the Partick Dragon is correct. Like, if I play the Partick Dragon, I have Traumatic Visions and Lightning Helix next turn. So that might be better. I'm leaving the Plains untapped because I want him to think that Path to Exile is the card I'm flashing for. But maybe that's incorrect because I have Take Possession in my hand. Like, I don't want him to think I have a card like that, but let's see what my opponent does. I mean, he's playing a lot of lands every turn when he has a Sense Enlistment in his graveyard, so maybe he's got an Errant Ephemeron coming soon. Let's see. By the way, I'll keep a mental note of Plume Veil for the future, and Spell Stutter Spread as well. Ephemeron. Choice here is Partick Dragon or Ephemeron. I might as well tap out for the Ephemeron because I have a late Helix. What I mean by that statement is I can always play the Dragon next time, like with Helix backup. I'm wondering what my opponent's trying to ramp to, though. Like, because he has Sense Enlistment in the graveyard, so... Like... I'm curious. There's a few cards at 7 I can think of. But they're mostly this, really, so... Okay. Maybe yeah, Stir the Pride or something like that. Dismisser. That's pretty awkward for me. So now I'm drawing an Ephemeron. I still want to play a Parted Dragon with Helix back up. It might telegraph to my opponent what I have, but, you know, I'd rather make the play with the best power. It's likely he's going to equip the Dismisser and swing in, but I'm okay with Lightning Helix. I got Lightning Helix here, so hopefully that's not a problem. Like, either he's forgotten he has Sense Enlistment in his graveyard, or there's some huge spell coming my way. I'm trying to think what there is at that mana cost, like, in blue-white, at 8. I can make it at 7, for sure, Ephemeron. Another Dismisser? It's fade ugly for me. Whoa. What is he? Oh, take possession. That makes sense, but... So I don't know why he keeps white open all the time. I think here I Lightning Helix the Dismisser. Not sure I have to, but it makes sense with the board. I wonder if his last card is maybe like Path to Exile or something like that. Like, it's the only card that makes sense based on how he's been playing the game. Well, okay. So here I have two options. I can either take possession of the Parted Dragon, or I can play Ephemeron with the plan of probably trading with a dragon. I feel the dragon's the best card on the battlefield, so I'll just steal it back. There we go. That dragon was tossed about a bit, but it's with me for now. I don't think he has Path to Exile, but why is he playing those lands? Ah, another trick. I'm not really liking the endless stream of tricks my opponent's presenting to me. Kitchen Finks is quite bad as well. Just because of the Bone Splitter. That's a lot of, the card I want to draw most right now, if I'm frankly honest, is Maul Drifter. But we'll see what I get. Dragon's acceptable as well. I think, let's see, he's at 22. I have to deal some pressure at some point, so I think here I just bash in with the dragon. And then play the other one. So he takes 8 and goes to, if he takes 8, he goes to 14. And then I can kill him next turn, I think, if he, let me think, 14? Yeah, and then I can possibly kill him if he has nothing. If he has nothing. I know it's a tall order, but I gotta do something. Like, I can't just sit back against Bone Splinter plus Sphinx. Someone may say, like, I should have maybe played the Particle Dragon before attacking. I think that's probably true. But right now I'm pretty committed to fire breathing with this dragon. I mean, on board, he's dead next turn. But I'll be honest, he could have 1,000,001 tricks to win this game. I'm just hoping he's land flooded. But he must have a trick of some sort. Yeah, I suspected that much. I'm taking the damage here, like, yeah, for sure. Like, I need to go for the kill, I think, here. Unless I draw something pretty exceptional. Or he has a flyer, in which case I need to reconsider, but ah, there we go. This is a tough decision. Basically, I have Pirate Spellbomb. Now, what Pirate Spellbomb allows me to do is stay back, and in case of a problem, just break it to kill this. And I can also play an Ephemeron. It means I don't have to put all my eggs in one basket. But obviously, if he has nothing, I don't want to give him an extra turn to draw into something. If I play the Pirate Spellbomb, though, I am... Oh, I'm at free life. Actually, this is quite important, because it means I play Ephemeron. I gotta think about this, actually. Because if I attack with one dragon, then I play Ephemeron and Spellbomb. The other alternative is I attack with both dragons and try to go for the kill. Because the thing is, he can equip Bone Splitter on the kitchen soldier, and I have to block both. So it's a tough one. It's a very tough one. I think I attack with both dragons here. I'm gonna go for the kill. I think I go for the kill here. Like, I don't see what trick he could... I mean, there's a billion what tricks he could have. So, I mean, that's... It's lethal if he has nothing. If he has something, though, I just lost the game. I could also do that and play Pirate Spellbomb. But if he has a counterspell in hand, I just lost the game there, so... I'm basically going all in on the dragons here. I don't like the fact that my opponent's pressing F2, F2, F2 every time. I think I'm dead. But at this point I've committed. It's lethal. But he pressed F2 every time rather than F6ing. Which to me suggests that he has a trick. Yeah, he has a trick. He's going to overworldly journey my dragon. Yeah, so... Yeah, if I had kept the... If I had done one red, then I'd have been fine. Then I have no red mana. Yeah. I don't think I can win this now, which is a bit sad, but... Ugh, I kind of went for broke, and that was incorrect maybe here. I don't think there's any card I can draw to win the game, but... Let's let him go through the motions. Like, if I attack with just one dragon there, then... and play Ephemeron with a Pirate Spellbomb as a backup, I think I'd take over that game. Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately for me, I lose this one, but... If I went for Ephemeron there... Tough to say. Yeah, don't have it. Oh man, next turn Molten Disaster. Oh well. That was unfortunate. So let's see. I haven't seen much for Fury Charm to be quite exceptional. I think Relic of Progenitus with Sense Enlistment and thinks it's just about right. Maybe. That's definitely a maybe. Echoing Truth on the play is not very good. So Relic would replace what? It would replace a Reach Through Mist. I think I'm okay with the main deck as is. Ah! Interestingly, my opponent disconnected. His connection did seem very slow, so... a bit of a shame to lose that game. But it is what it is. I mean, he does have take possession as well. So maybe Echoing Truth isn't so bad. But I think I want the Reach Through Miss just because of the interaction with Glacial Ray, really. No, that might be a bit greedy, actually. Relic of Progenesis might be better. Just because I can, like, kill a Kitchen Finks and remove it. He has Spellstutter Sprite. Sudden Shock's okay as well. Might be better than Reach Through Mist, but... might be, but maybe not. I think I just want to draw through my deck and get to those Empty the Warrens, because I don't see him being able to deal with that card. Not effectively, anyways. Yeah, my opponent disconnected during sideboarding. I suspect if he has a slow connection, he's trying to reset the program. Because that, well, it's not a slow connection, sorry. So the MTGO gets slow when you play too long on it. So he might be shutting it down and restarting it during sideboarding where his in-game clock's not swallowed. I think he's doing his best to not lose the clock. But if he's not quick... he's back, unfortunately for me. Even... I'll play first into a very, very... I can't keep this. An island is an instant keep, but I just can't keep this hand. Just too dodgy. And I have to keep this. This is better than most mulligans, so... it's not great, I gotta be honest. But my opponent mulligans to 3 cards, wow. So yeah, assuming I can hit my land drops, I should be a favorite in this game. Wow. That's quite the mulligan. There we go. At this point, I'm definitely using the Fiery Fall to get a land. Ah, Riftwind Cloudskate. It's pretty good. Slows me down by a turn. I'll get a Plains here. Ooh, that's a pretty good interaction. Reach Through Mist and Glacial Ray. I'm definitely waiting until that comes into play. Even if... there we go. I mean, I should win this game on the premise that my opponent mulligan to absolute oblivion. But I've seen weirder things happen. I don't see him bouncing Muldrifter somehow. that's a good way for him to come back in this game. But I have to... Ah! Or not, apparently. Okay. Right. Let's see. So for me, there's an Echoing Truth and a Sudden Shock that are contenders. I think as Reach Through Mist is only going to hit a Glacial Ray so often, I'm going to go for the... the Relic of Progenitus is the other option. But I think I want the Sudden Shock against his deck. Basically, it's am I scared of Sense Enlistment and Kitchen Finks, or would an Initial Shock help? So much burn. I just want a cantrip. But it's a better cantrip than Reach Through Mists. Maybe that's wrong, but feels okay. This is a very ugly hand. I mean, doesn't have a plan. Normally on the side that Trents I want to keep, but this is just... This hand's extremely slow. If my opponent has any kind of aggro, like... I have to mulligan this. And I think I have to keep this, but... Wow, I really want to land badly here. I got one, thankfully. I have two options. I can either Manamorphose to suspend Ephemeron on turn 2, or I can skip a turn to Fiery Fall. Or I could get very, very lucky. I'll take the luck side, I'll say. As much. And now I can keep the Manamorphose for the Helix, which is nice. I'm probably killing that Seekers. Ah. Well, I'll need to kill that as well. Of course. I mean, I can't complain, really. I got very lucky with the land, so... It's just a bit unfortunate to draw the Glacial Ray, like, in that order, rather than go, like, Glacial Ray and then draw into Helix. But... Oh well. That's what it is. Sometimes you get very lucky, and sometimes not... You know, it's... I don't like when my opponent has 5 untapped mana. Relic of Progenitus. Would I prefer Glacial Ray? The other one? Probably. I say that until like a kitchen thing pops up, right? You might have a counterspell, but I got this Ephemeral coming up, so... I don't think he should have... I don't know. It is a shame for my Muldrifter to bite the dust here, but... Let's see what happens when I summon this Ephemeron. Interesting card. I don't want to land cycle this if I can avoid it. He might have a Spellstutter Sprite, but thankfully with Glacial Ray I should be able to take care of that. Let's see. I definitely want to be drawing a card here. And I can Fiery Fall next turn, which is good. If I get super lucky, Torrent of Stone, but... I think my opponent's just trying to keep open mana to save it with Overworldly Journey, I'll be honest. Test of Faith, one or the other. Ah, Plume Veil. I think it's better to keep the 4/4 here. Oh man, I wish I had Glacial Ray into Helix rather than the reverse. I'd be in extremely good shape in that scenario, but oh well. I don't really want to use Take Possession on this, but it's getting to that point. Oh, that's awkward. He has his Seekers. Right, at the point he has Seekers, it becomes correct to take possession this, I think. Feels very wrong, I gotta say. If he has Overworldly Journey, this is annoying, but hey. Yeah, he had it. I think my only out is a Torrent of Stone here. Like, Torrent of Stone. Or Dismisser works for me as well. Dismisser works very elegantly. Gives me, well, I say it works elegantly. It gives me like a turn. Oh no. He has Logic Knot. That's not good for me. Might as well kill this, I think. Yeah. Because if I draw the other spell, the X deal damage to all creatures on the ground. But yeah, wow. The difference between having Lightning Helix and then Glacial Ray. Good start. But I'm running out of outs very quickly. I wonder if firing following the this now is correct, but what else is he playing here? Whoa, that looks huge. Ah, it is huge. I don't think I have an out now. No, I don't. A fortunate loss. I think this knocks me out of contention, but nothing I can do here, like. That's a shame, so yeah. Pushing out free 2. I'm gonna play on for packs, but not being able to make the win is a bit awkward, so that's it for now.